Have you ever wondered why job interviews make us so nervous? You prepare, you dress nicely, you smile, but still your hands get sweaty, your heart beats fast, and you start thinking, what if I say something wrong? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today, I'll walk you through a simple and fun way to feel confident in any interview. I'll share a story, some easy tips, and useful words you can use in your own life. So, grab your coffee, get comfortable. Let's get started. When we talk about job interviews, there are a few words we need to understand first. Let's start with deadline. A deadline means the final time when something must be finished. Like when your boss says, please send me the report by Friday. That's your deadline. Miss it and you'll have problems. So always respect your deadlines. Next, we have strengths. Strengths are the good things about you, your skills or talents. Maybe you're good at teamwork or writing or solving problems. When someone asks, what are your strengths? They want to know what makes you special. Then comes weaknesses. Don't be afraid of that word. A weakness is simply something you need to improve. Maybe you're shy when speaking in public. Maybe you spend too much time checking small details. That's okay. We all have them. What matters is showing that you're working to get better. And finally, the word onboarding. That means when a new person joins a company and learns how things work. It's the process that helps new employees feel welcome and ready for their job. Now that you know these key words, let's imagine a story. Meet Emily, a young woman getting ready for a big job interview. She's a little nervous, but she's also excited. She has her notes, her smile, and her favorite blue shirt. When she enters the office, she meets the manager. He smiles and says, "Hi, Emily. Thanks for coming." Emily smiles back. "Thank you for having me." The interview begins. The first question, can you tell me about yourself? Emily takes a breath and answers calmly. She says she studied communications and worked at a small marketing agency. She helped manage social media and create content. One of her favorite projects was a campaign for an eco-friendly clothing brand. The manager nods. That sounds great. What did you learn from that job? Emily says, I learned to be flexible. Things change fast in marketing. New tools, new goals, new clients. I learned to stay organized and to communicate clearly. The manager likes that answer. Then he asks, why did you leave your last job? Emily explains honestly. The company changed direction. They moved into technical services. My role in content was no longer needed. It was hard, but it helped me realize what I really want, to grow in content strategy. The manager smiles again. Good. So, why do you want to work here? Emily's eyes light up. I've read a lot about your company. I saw your website and your projects. I love how creative and meaningful your work is. You help brands connect with people, not just sell to them. That's what I admire. Beautiful answer. Next question, what are your strengths? Emily thinks for a second. I'm organized, she says. I like planning and making sure things get done on time. I also enjoy teamwork and communication. I try to listen carefully and give feedback kindly. Then comes the hard part. What about your weaknesses? Emily smiles. Sometimes I spend too much time on small details. I want things to be perfect, but I'm learning that done is better than perfect. I also get a bit shy when speaking in big meetings, but I joined a small speaking group to practice. That's honest, right? And that's what interviewers love: honesty and effort. Then the manager asks, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" Emily says, "I hope to grow into a content strategy role. I want to keep learning, become more confident, and maybe lead a small team someday." She's showing vision, not arrogance. Now, let's talk about pressure. The manager says, "Emily, tell me about a time you faced a challenge." Emily remembers a big project at her last job. The client suddenly moved the deadline 1 week earlier. Everything had to be finished fast: designs, posts, presentations. At first, the team panicked, but Emily stayed calm. She made a list, divided tasks, and helped her teammates stay focused. In the end, they finished on time. The client was happy. The manager thanked her for her organization. That's how she proved her strength under pressure. Then comes the money question. Literally, what are your salary expectations? Emily stays confident. She says, "I've done some research. For this position, the fair range is between $45,000 and $50,000 a year. Based on my skills and experience, I think that's reasonable." The manager asks, "Is salary your top priority?" She smiles. "Not really. Of course, I want to be paid fairly, but for me, learning, growth, and a good team are just as important." Smart answer. The final question. Do you prefer working alone or in a team? Emily says, "Both have value. When I need deep focus, I like working alone, but I love teamwork, sharing ideas, and creating together. If I had to choose, I'd say team." The manager nods. That's good to hear. Finally, he asks, "Do you have any questions for us?" Emily says, "Yes, I'd love to know more about the team culture. And what kind of training do you offer new employees?" Excellent. Always ask questions. It shows interest. After the interview, the manager smiles. "Thank you, Emily. We'll be in touch." She shakes his hand, leaves the office, and lets out a big sigh of relief. She did it. She wasn't perfect, but she was prepared, calm, and real. And that's what made her stand out. So, what can we learn from Emily? First, be confident. Second, be honest. And third, show that you're ready to grow. A job interview isn't a test. It's a conversation. It's your chance to show who you are and how you can make a difference. So next time you walk into an interview, take a deep breath, smile, and remember Emily's story. Because if she can do it, you can too. Thanks for listening, my friends. I'm Leo, and this was Leo English Podcast. Stay positive, stay curious, and keep speaking English every single day.